Alright everyone, what is going on? It's Jack here again. This is going to be a pretty raw video. I'm not going to do any editing on it because I like doing these videos every now and then, just filming in the car. Today I want to talk to you guys a bit about, I thought it would be better if I talked a bit about this just while I was driving. Thought it might make it a little bit easier. But I just want to talk a bit about today, a little bit about just finances and money and the whole idea behind when people say, when people make statements like, money won't make you happy, and there's a blind chase for money, and what's going to happen when you finally reach that money? You're going to be too old by the end of it all to do anything with it and to enjoy your life and just all that shit. And it's really, it just baffles me because you're looking at money the wrong way. Now, is there any correlation between money and happiness? No, there's no correlation between money and happiness. And I can confidently say that, and you guys have probably found that as well. And there's nothing wrong with that, and this isn't what that video is about. Now, I'm not saying that, money will make you happy, because it doesn't. Oh, sorry, my seatbelt is restricting me from trying to fix this video. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. I need a new phone holder in the car. Oh yeah, I got a new anabolic shirt, by the way. I've just come back from gym, and it fits so well. Usually larges don't fit that well, but it fits so good. I love it. It was like $20. It's awesome. But look, this video is not going to be about, the correlation between money and happiness, because there is none. But what I will tell you is that when it comes to chasing money, when it comes to chasing, happiness and money, really the correlation for it for me is that the more money I have, the more money I make, the more freedom I have, the more decisions I can make, the more choices I have. And ultimately, those choices and those decisions that I have and that I can make will lead to me being happy, because money isn't what makes me happy, but money allows me to do the things that make me happy. And you have to really understand that. So I'm going to go through an instance as well, not so long ago, when I didn't have that much money. I didn't have that much money in my bank account. Now, in saying this, before I get into this, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm in the process now. If you guys didn't know, I'm only 23 years old now. I still live with my parents, and that's totally my decision. Now I'm in the process of looking for places to move out to, because that's the path that I've decided to take. I've decided to save my money as much as I can. A lot of people might look at that and think, what do you know? You have no expenses, you live at home, you don't pay for yourself. Look, I can understand that, but this is my path, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I always will. But I am currently looking at my own place. I'm going to be moving from my hometown very, very soon. If you guys don't know, I live in northern Queensland. I will be moving. I'm pretty far up. I'm further up than Rockhampton, if you guys know where that is. Further up than Rockhampton, so it's I'm quite far up in northern Queensland. But I'll be moving to Brisbane, and I am looking to have my own unit there, because I'm obviously making enough to support myself now. But this is what I'm going to be doing, and I haven't spoken about this at all, but my plans will be, even though I am making enough to support myself, I will still be looking for a weekend job, enough to cover rent and food, because even though I am making enough, I still have a solid grasp on reality, and I still am very, very real about this kind of thing and about your expenses and whatnot. So that's my plan, but it's getting away from the facts. So I'm going to talk a bit about, not too long ago, when I didn't have much in my bank account, and I wasn't really making much money, and it was it wasn't the best time. It was sort of around the time of when I was working / sorting out my stuff with Amazon. I wasn't making that much money. I was just sort of learning the process with Amazon, and it was kind of a fuzzy situation where I wasn't really working that much. I was still trying to figure out my way through Amazon, but I didn't have a full-time job, so I didn't have that much money. I was wasn't necessarily relying. I was still making a little bit of money, but I needed a bit of help from family to pay for bills, because I still have bills, to pay for bills and whatnot, to sort of find my way through. And I can tell you guys the feeling that you have. Not too much was changed around my life, but the biggest difference was I had less confidence, I had less freedom, and I had less choices. So I couldn't really do much because my expenses, even though my expenses were around the same, money was so tight that, I wasn't making enough. And it wasn't the expenses that were killing me, it was my income. My income was very low, and it was restricting me from doing things that I wanted to do, and giving me the freedom that I wanted to do. Now, I'm at the point, I'm not going to talk too much about the past. We can leave that for another video. But what I'm saying is, this whole pursuit for money, this whole pursuit for if you want to own your own business, I'm thinking about it in the sense of, the goal isn't to just be rich and have, as much money as I can get. Yes, I want to have a lot of money, but the reason I want to have a lot of money is so I can have freedom and so I can have more choices. So, the point where I'm at now, like I'm saying, I can support myself because I'm making a lot more money. I'm making more money now. I'd say definitely more than double what I had at my full-time job, which is good. And I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm saying that you just have to work at it, and it's still a process for me. But I'm at the point now where I can pretty much, let's just put, for instance, I'm booking a trip to Canberra to see some friends because I haven't seen them in a very long time, and I wanted to go and see them, and it's been a while. It's been a couple of months since I've been out of my hometown, and I wanted to go and see them. And so I thought about it. The flight's all up because I live in such a remote place. It's not so much remote, but it's a smaller town. That's why I want to get out. It's another reason why I want to get out. I want to get into a bigger city, but because it's so far out, the flights are a bit more expensive. So the flights are gonna cost about $1,000. That's return flights. So I thought about it, and at first I thought, look, I'm not sure if I want to do this because I'm trying to save my money for the long game. I'm trying to save it to invest in things, and I wasn't sure. And then I had to step back and I thought about it, because still, like I said, I'm making more money than I ever have. And I'm not saying that to brag, by the way. I'm just saying that I still am smart with my money. It doesn't matter how much I make, I'm still going to be smart with my money. So I had to think about it. I wasn't going to do it, and then I had to step back, and thought, look, they're going to cost about $1,000 for these flights, all up. I can make that money back. There's still money to be made, and it's not like I said, it's not my expenses that are the problem, it's my income. So what do I need to do? I need to work hard, and I need to make that money back. Because I'm not going, the reason that I want to go is because it's for the experiences, and you can't let up on those experiences. Every time I travel, and you realize this, every time you travel out of your hometown, you open up your mind and you get a new perspective on things. I haven't been to Canberra in around 10 years, so I really want to go to Canberra and and visit them for a few days, and really just broaden up and open up my mind again, because I haven't been out of my hometown, like I said, for a couple of months. So I don't want to drag on about this, but the reason I'm talking about this is because a lot of people have a negative outlook on money, and the people that say money won't make you happy, there's a blind pursuit for money, and it's going to sit here for a little while. There's a blind pursuit for money, and money won't make you happy, blah blah blah. I think it's absolute bullshit, because the people that say that don't have any money. If you ask people who have money, if you ask people who are financially free, if you ask people who are not scared to invest in themselves and go out and make money, start their own business, and are not worried as much about their expenses, but more so about their income, you will realize that they do not have a negative outlook on money. Now, I know everyone's everyone's situations are different, and you know, people have families, people are younger, people are older. You know, everyone has different I can't think of the word. Different sort of examples, different situations. That's the word I'm trying to get out. Of, you know, what's happening in their lives. You know, they're in different situations, but you can all change your outlook. Now, I used to have a negative outlook on money, and I used to have a negative outlook on, you know, this chase that people are saying, chase for money and chase for wealth, and I had a bad outlook on it. But now that I've realized, the more money I make, the more motivated I am, the more I want to get done, and the more freedom and the more choices I have, and really, the more people you can help. Once I started making more money, once my income increased, not only did I have all these choices and, you know, a bit more freedom, and you know, my thoughts were clearer and whatnot, I could start helping more people, because I could start investing more into myself. I could start investing into things like advertising. I can start getting around to more places. And, you know, if you want a better example, look at Grant Cardone. Check him out on YouTube. Just type in Grant Cardone. He is working, and that's where I got this whole 10x thing from. He is working at 10x levels, and he's traveling around the world now helping people, and he's an amazing person. And that's you know, a big part of where I've gathered this sort of mindset, especially about money. But, you know, I just really want to portray to you guys the idea of money, and that chasing success is not a bad thing. And you know, it's a very positive thing. And you guys really, you know, for anyone who has a negative outlook on money, who has a negative outlook on successful people, you know, people who buy nice cars, and people who buy, you know, jets, and people who buy big houses, don't be a hater. Don't hate on them. Look at what they're doing. Look at how they're doing it. See if you can learn from them, because there's always someone out there, and I've really learned this. There's always someone out there who is living the life that you want to live, and who is doing the things that you want to do. Now, you need to go out there, and you need to find those people, and you need to get involved with them. You can't do this by yourself. You know, this is something that I've learned. You can't do this by yourself, and you know, you just really need to broaden your horizons, and you need to stop being a hater, and you need to really learn from these people. So I'm pretty much trailing off here, but like I said, with these videos, I don't really have them planned. I just go by what I'm thinking. But don't be a hater, guys. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Don't be a hater with this kind of thing. Look to learn from it, and look to the one thing that I want you guys to remember out of this is, you can try and minimize your expenses as much as you can, but unless you have an extreme spending problem, it's not your expenses that is the problem, it's your income. So look at increasing your income instead of, you know, obviously look to minimize your expense. If you're spending, you know, your money on useless shit that you don't need, you know, like if you're going out and buying clothes and going out and buying electronics and things like that you really don't need, and have subscriptions that you don't need, get rid of those. But really, your main focus should be on increasing your income, and you will realize that the more your income increases, the more money that you have, the less problems that you tend to have, and the less the more luck you get. You know, the more luck you get, the harder you work, the more luck you seem to have. So I'm going to end this video here. It's almost at the 15-minute mark now, so I hope you got a bit of value out of that. And I just want to do a quick video on money and on income, because it's something that really needs to be talked about more. I know a lot of people don't like talking about it, but the quicker I learned to face my income problems, the quicker I learned to face, you know, my money problems. Like I said, I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet, but I am learning along the way. And the more that I learn, the more I face the problems that I have, the more I can work them out, and the more I can work harder and, you know, increase my income and decrease my problems. Now, these problems that I have, you know, I want more problems, in the sense that the bigger problems I have, the better I get, because I don't want no problems. I want bigger problems, more important problems, so I can fix them, so I can learn from them, and so I can become a better person. So, and this is the outlook that you need to have. But I'm going to leave this video here, guys. It's getting a bit long. Sorry if this is dragged out, but I hope you enjoyed listening to these kinds of ranty videos about things that I learned, because like I said, I'm going to be straight up and honest with you guys always, and this is the only way to grow a community and to get a very involved following, and a following that trusts you, is just to be honest with them, and that's what I'm always going to be. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any ideas of what you want, let me know, comment down below, message me on Facebook. Big one is message me on Facebook. Go to my link down below and click on that link. It'll give you go straight to my personal Facebook page. Click message, and go and message me through there with any questions you have, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But apart from that, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one.